In this video, I will explain you the 9 rules that will help you to be financially successful. Rule number 1. This rule is used to find out how many years it will take to double our money. To find out how long it will take to double our money, we will divide 72 by the interest rate, and the answer will give us the period. Let's take an example. A company is attracting people to invest in their scheme. The scheme will pay 10% interest per year. How long will it take to double your money if you invest in this scheme? As 72 divided by 10 is equal to 7.2, it will take 7.2 years to double your money at the annual interest rate of 10%. Rule number 2. This rule gives number of years required to reduce your money to half of its present value for a given inflation rate. Let us say that the annual inflation rate is X%. We will divide 70 by X and the answer will give number of years in which the money value will reduce to half of its present value. Let's take an example. If the inflation rate is 7%, then how many years will it take to reduce the money to half? To find the answer, we will divide 70 by the inflation rate of 7%. The answer is 10. So, if the inflation rate is 7%, then the value of our money will become half in 10 years. Other way of looking at this is that the prices will double in 10 years. If the inflation rate is 5%, then the value of your money will reduce to half in 14 years. Rule number 3, the 4% rule. The 4% rule means that we can withdraw 4% of our total retirement assets annually as income. We add up all of our investments and withdraw 4% of that total every year after retirement. To successfully implement this rule, we need to invest 50% of the investment in fixed income and remaining 50% in equity. We should consider the 4% rule a helpful guideline and not a rigid rule. In this rule, the corpus required is 25 times of your estimated annual expenses. Let's take an example. If your annual expenses after 50 years of age is 5 lakh rupees and you wish to take early retirement, then the corpus required is 1.25 crore rupees. Put 50% of this, that is, 72.5 lakh rupees into fixed income and 50%, that is, 72.5 lakh rupees into equity. Withdraw 4%, that is, 5 lakh rupees, approximately, every year. This rule works for 96% of the time, in a 30-year period. Rule number 4, the 100 minus your age rule. Often a question is asked about how much asset should be allocated to equity and debt. This rule states to subtract your age from 100 to find out how much of your portfolio should be allocated to equities. For example, if your age is 30, then 70%, 100 minus 30, should be allocated to equity, and the remaining 30% should be in debt. But, if your age is 60, then 40%, 100 minus 60, should be allocated to equity and remaining 60% should be allocated to debt. Rule number 5, the 10, 5, 3 rule. Many people do not know what are the reasonable returns on equity, debt and saving account. This rule mentions that one should expect a 10% rate of return on equity/mutual funds, b 5% rate of return on debts, fixed deposits or other debt instruments, and c 3% rate of return on saving account. Rule number 6, the 50, 30, 20 rule. It is always prudent to allocate our income to the expense. This rule states to divide our income in 3 parts. A. Allocate 50% of income to needs, that is groceries, rent, EMI etc. B. Allocate 30% of income to wants, that is entertainment, vacations etc. C. Allocate 20% of income to savings, that is equity, MFs, debts, FD etc. Rule number 7, the emergency rule. The emergency rule advises to always put at least 3 times your monthly income as emergency funds for emergencies such as loss of employment, medical etc. To be on a safer side, one should have around 6 times monthly income in liquid or near liquid assets. Rule number 8, the EMI Rule. The EMI Rule advises not to go beyond 40% of your income in EMI. This rule is generally used by finance companies to provide loans. Let's take an example. Suppose you earn 50,000 rupees per month. As per this rule, All your EMI should not be more than 50,000 multiplied by 40%, that is 20,000 rupees. Rule number 9, the life insurance rule. As per this rule, we should always have sum assured for life insurance as 20 times our annual income. Let's take an example. Suppose you earn 5 lakh rupees per year. As per this rule, you should at least have 100 lakh rupees, that is 1 crore rupees life insurance. If you think this video is useful, then please comment, share with others, and please like and subscribe.